All right, it is Tuesday, May 19th, and I want to just kind of get some general thoughts out there. I'm officially in my TTC cycle number 3 for baby number 1. I thought it'd be kind of fun just to share both some of my phantom symptoms, I guess that is what I'm going to call them, as well as kind of my predictions and, oh my gosh, as well as my predictions and just general guess on how this TTC journey is gonna go, and we'll see how probably ridiculously far off my predictions and expectations are. Anyway, so to start with my phantom symptoms. So last cycle was my second cycle trying, and it's the first cycle that I felt actually had a chance. The cycle previous to that one, prior to that one, bad English. The cycle prior to that one, I kind of knew the whole time that it was not gonna work that month. So last month I actually felt like we kind of had a chance. I tried really hard not to symptom spot, but it got the best of me. I just felt extra in tune with what was going on with my body. And, there were times where I thought, yeah, actually this might have worked, or there was times where I felt no different than normal. The biggest reoccurring kind of phantom symptom that I had was cramping, actually. Starting at like 2 or 3 DPO, I just felt kind of a dull, very faint cramping, like from then all the way until AF came. I'm not really sure what that was, but it was definitely there. I mean, I don't know if it's always there and I just never notice it because I'm not paying attention, or if, it really was just kind of an anomaly this month. I don't know. But that was like the major symptom that I thought I was having. I did kind of convince myself I had a little bit of nausea or like an upset stomach a lot. And it was mostly when I was just sitting at my desk at work and just really, thinking and wondering and just having, just being completely distracted by, TTC symptoms. But again, I don't know. That one I'm less convinced of. I think that I was just kind of in my head and hoping for that. I don't know. Or, maybe I really was just having some indigestion. Probably. Another one was, oh my gosh, I should have written this down. Exhaustion. I slept actually better during my last cycle than I've slept in a long time. And it might have just been, a lot of it might have been emotional exhaustion because I had to put a pet down, and that was just really draining, and that could have something to do with it. And along with it were really vivid dreams. Not necessarily weird dreams, like pretty typical dreams for me, but they were really vivid. And again, that's probably just linked to the exhaustion and the being excessively tired. And, when I actually did go to sleep, I just crashed. And that was, nice. I wouldn't mind having that symptom all the time. But that's pretty much it. Nothing else really. I did kind of break down and take a pregnancy test. I think it was 9 DPO probably. I don't do any charting, so I don't know exactly when I ovulate. I just use the OPKs. So assuming, it was 48 hours later, the pregnancy test I took was probably 9 DPO, and it was a huge negative. I mean, not even, there's just, and that was kind of disappointing. And then Aunt Flo showed up a couple days later. I'm slightly worried. I read, a lot of articles about this, and I think I might have what is referred to as a short luteal phase, meaning that assuming I ovulate, 48 hours after a positive OPK, my period comes like 11 or 12 days later. So that has me slightly concerned. And I've read conflicting things. Some of these like community websites and stuff say, oh, you should talk to your doctor. And some say it's not a big deal. I never had problems. So I'm not going to worry too much, at least for now, since it's still really early. Several months go by and nothing is happening. Then maybe I'll get in touch with my doctor and see what her take is on it. I think they just put you on progesterone, if that's the case. So anyways, that was my phantom symptoms for cycle 2. They led nowhere, sadly. But I kind of, in a weird way, now that it's all over with, I guess I'm not surprised. Like, I would have been shocked if we were lucky enough to successfully conceive on the first, real month. Trying second month technically, but anyway, so my kind of predictions, I thought this would be probably hilarious to look back on, at myself at the very beginning of this journey, to see if, how I thought things were going to go, actually, if it actually ended up working out that way. So as of right now, I predict, this might be really dangerous, maybe good for a laugh, like I said. I predict that Ian and I will successfully conceive a child between now, which is May 19th, and the end of August. That will have taken us 5 cycles total, if we conceive in August. That will be my 5th cycle. So I think that's pretty reasonable. I think, we're still in, the young-ish age bracket, which right now, as far as I know, is kind of my only hurdle. So that's my prediction. By the end of August, I think we will have been successful. I don't expect, as terrible as this is, I don't expect to have any troubles early on with an early pregnancy. I certainly am not expecting to miscarry or have any terrible sicknesses either. I know a lot of people have really rough pregnancies. For some reason, I just don't think I'm going to. Now, I really hope that I'm right. We'll see. And of course, that's what I would love. Nobody wants to have a terrible pregnancy, right? But I foresee myself being, one of those pregnant women that's excited and happy and, feeling good physically and mentally. And I actually sincerely hope that for myself too. I do also predict that once Ian and I announce to our friends that we're expecting, I expect that our close friends, Jen and Jeff, will probably kind of follow suit. They're kind of in the same, what do you want to call it? Like life stages that we are. We have very similar lives and very similar relationships. And I think they're going to be the next ones out of all of our friends to start trying, at least. And I predict, that after, as soon as Ian and I can finally get pregnant, I think that once we announce it, Jen and Jeff will be the next ones, hopefully within the next year, because that would be cool if, we had children around the same age to hang out with each other. Can't really think of other expectations that I have at the moment. I also have this kind of weird prediction, and this is just based on probably just nothing more than a guess, but I also predict that our first child will be a girl. I can just see that, like when you picture your family, like your future family, for some reason I just always pictured a girl, so that'd be weird if I was right, but it'd be also really cool. And let me think. That's about it for now. It's been 11 minutes, so I'd say that's long enough for now. To those of you who may be watching, thank you for watching. And baby dust to you all. See ya.